Of Saturday. I mean, self-care Saturday. I'm so caught up in always talking about self-love that I'm calling it self-love Saturday. Even though that sounds pretty good, it kind of have a ring to it, guys. Because when you think about self-care and self-love, they come hand in hand. So they really connect together. So I'm going to be giving out some tips for self-care Saturday. But first question I have to ask is, have you ever thought of, or have you ever felt like that you only type of self-care you do is, let me go get my hair done. Let me go get my nails done. I did my self-care. I'm good. Have you ever just thought that that was the only type of self-care that you needed to do? Well, if you have, I'm here to let you know that there is other techniques and other tips and other ways in which you can do self-care for yourself. So yes, let's go and dive in. So the first one is get a mental health body check. Like, do a scan of yourself. Once you scan yourself, scan and see what areas of your body feel like for example, my hands been tingling, my feet been tingling. Oh, I've been feeling tightness in my shoulders. Like, do a mental scan of your whole entire body. See what areas of your body may need to be addressed. Because sometimes we don't even think to do that. We just be like, oh yeah, my stomach hurt. Oh yeah, I got a headache. And then just keep on going, not even paying attention to what is really going on with our body. And our body is always sending us signals, whether we are paying attention to them or not. Our body is always sending us signals, guys. And I just want you to know that you have to pay attention to what's going on. So do a mental scan. And when you're doing this mental scan, you can even start from your toes all the way up to the crown of your head, or from the crown of your head all the way down to your toes. But make sure you are really scanning your body. Being connected to what your body is telling you is very important. Another tip is support. Have some people or friends, or even if it's one person that you know will help support you on any kind of way. It could be someone, because sometimes we need different people to support us for different types of things. Like, you might need someone to support you with a business you're trying to start, or you might need someone to support you with just pushing you to start a clubhouse club to actually getting it done. So having that support and knowing that someone is there with you is a good tip. That one is really good, because sometimes we really be looking for someone to support us, to assist us, to have us hold us accountable. So having that is really important, especially on any type of venture you're trying to do, any type of journey or task you're trying to tackle. Having that is so important, because let me tell you, me and my friend Alicia, we've been talking about having a club on Clubhouse for so long that we just had to tell each other, we getting it done now. Let's just do it. Get it out the way. Let's just do it. No more making excuses. No more saying I'll do it later. I'll do it tomorrow. It's time to actually get it done and do it now. And that's what we did. So that's why I'm on here today. And I know she will be hosting her room later, and I'm excited to listen to her as well. And thank you for joining me, Alicia. All right, so another tip. Let's make a list of things that make you happy. What are some things that are very enjoyable to you? And it could be something that you haven't done in so long that maybe you forgot about doing them because you let life catch up. Well, get a hold of you. Not going to say catch up. Well, you let life grab a hold of you to the point where you just was like, oh, shoot. Do I still like to do that? Do that still make me happy? Write that down. What is it that makes put that smile on your face? What puts that smile on your face that make you happy? I know you have some things that you can probably remember. Write them down. Make a list of them. And as you're making a list, I guarantee you, as you're writing this stuff down, It's going to make you smile and be like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. I remember when I did that. You're going to have really good positive memories, positive thoughts that's flowing through you. On to the next one. Eating well. That one is important as well. You have to make sure you have a very nutritious, balanced diet. And let me tell you, I can confess, just yesterday, I had a taste with some peanut butter cookies, and I know for sure that I did not supposed to be eating them. But I'm going to tell you, I went to the store to go get them, and they did not have them, and I was heartbroken. At the same time, I knew I wasn't supposed to have them, so it was a good thing that they did not have them in the store. But the crazy thing about that is, I bought some peanut butter cookies, left them on the table, and someone else ate them. First, I was upset, like, you really ate my cookies and didn't even ask me, can you have them? But the thing about it is, when I tell you, God, the universe, whomever your higher power is, they know what is good for you and what's not. So it was a reason a peanut butter cookies was gone and was no longer in the store. So I didn't need them. So it goes back to making sure you're eating well. Making sure you're eating something that's really for your body. Because a lot of people try to go on these diets and eating what someone else is eating. And it may not work for you. So figure out what is good for your body. Like my body type, what I like and what I want to do may be different than your body type. I can suggest some things. I can assist you with some things. But if you really can't eat that and your body not resonating with it, it's not helping you, it's not doing well, then let's figure some other things out. But just try to have a well-balanced nutrition diet. All right. And this goes back to this other one, the next one, enjoy meals with others. Because not only are we going to be eating well and having these good meals, it's always a good feeling and enjoyable to eat with other people, to have a balanced meal going out with your friends or eating with your family. It always makes you feel like, wow, this is enjoyable, because now y'all having good conversations, y'all basically connecting on a way you probably haven't connected for a couple days or in a while. So it's bringing up some really positive things that's helping it flow while you're eating this balanced good meal for you. So that is also something good, and that uplifts you when you know you're having a really good balanced meal, and then you eating it around people you really enjoy being with, loved ones, friends, family, people you really enjoy connecting with. All right, so another one, keep active. All right, so with keep active, it does not always mean go run on a treadmill, go run around the block. Keep active is basically moving your body, making sure you're doing some type of body movement. Because sometimes if you just sitting around, laying around, it can put you in a depressive state. Because now you just, I don't have nothing to do. I'm just laying here, I'm bored. So now you're actually sending them signals to your mind to start thinking things you should not think. So it's good to be active. Take a walk to the end of the neighborhood. Go explore. You may find things that you never thought was in your own neighborhood that's there. So I advise you to even if it's going out front and sitting out front for a while and enjoying what's out front, you actually taking a walk out front. And you walking around, even if it's just going up and down, just a couple feet away from your door, just moving your body, giving your body some type of movement is very helpful for your body. It's very good for your body, because now it's sending your body a different type of signal. It's letting your body know that I'm in motion. I'm not just laying around. And my body is not going to get stiff. Because sometimes if you really think about it, even if you're at work and you're sitting down in the chair for a couple hours, by the time you stand up, you're like, oh my goodness, my body feels stiff. Because your body was not actively in motion for a period of time. So now it's like it puts your muscles in a relaxed state, and your muscles just like, So now you got to move your muscles. So I have a thing on my watch where it reminds me, all right, you need to stand up. You've been sitting too long. It's time to stand. Stand for at least 2 minutes. Move your body, because it's very important for your health. It's very important for your self-care. Let's go to the next one. Join a group or a club. That is a good one, because when you're part of a group, you're part of a club, it holds you kind of like, I feel accepted. I feel like I'm part of something that's bigger than me, especially if it's something that you are really passionate about, that you really care about, because now you feel as though your output in what you have to say is valued, because you're being part of this group, you're being part of this organization, you're being part of this class. Or if not even that, get certified for something, so that now you're activating something else in your mind, where you putting on your thinking skills, you increasing your knowledge, you are doing some things that's really increasing in the strength of your mind. That's part of self-care as well. And as part of that, for the next one is try new things. If you always wanted to learn how to dance or taste a particular food, now is the time. Doing new things that will get you out of your daily routine, out of your daily, I don't feel like it. Trying new things. And it could be being part of the group you're a part of. That group can have things that you really is interested in. And it's like, hey, we want to have a meetup. We want to do this. And you actually is being involved. You're actually putting yourself out there to trying new things, different things. You never know. It may be someone that's part of the group that want to do a little day trip. And it's somewhere you always wanted to go, but you just did not want to go alone. So that is also something good, because now it is getting you to do more things, getting you out there. Now you're actually moving your body as you're doing it. So it's a win-win, because you're doing multiple things at one time, and you also stretching your mind power by increasing your mental thoughts by the things of you, what you're doing to be engaging. How about you also start writing down things, journaling, get a diary. Nowadays, we always have our phone with us. For those people that don't like to really write and put things down, it's notes in your phone. You could put your phone on, if you have iPhone, you can say, hey Siri, and ask Siri certain things, define certain things. Hey, I need to write this down. Remind me to do this. To remind you to take notes throughout the day, because sometimes you might find a quote or something that you really like. Write it down. And that could be something you can constantly repeat to yourself as like an affirmation. Now you wrote it down. Now you're able to say it daily. Now you're able to bring it to life because you're actually speaking about it. All right. And another one, and these are for my pet lovers. Even if you do not have a pet, if your neighbor have a pet, hey, won't you go to your neighbor's house and say, hey, is it okay if I see your dog, if I see your cat? How the fish doing? I mean, I don't know. Whatever your interest is when it comes to pets. Me personally, yes, I do have some pets. I love all living things. I love to be surrounded by the living. So not only do I have pets, I also have plants. And yes, I do talk to my plants, because guess what? They're living, so they like to be encouraged and uplifted as well. It was a study that was done where they planted 2 seeds. And one seed, they were saying mean, negative things to it. Like just talking negative to it every single day. Being mean to it. Just saying stuff that's just like, oh my goodness, you're really saying that? And then the other plant, they were saying encouraging, positive, uplifting things to the seed. What seed you think started growing? The positive seed. It started growing so tall, so pretty. You see all the leaves blooming on it, the flowers coming off of it. It was gorgeous. And the other seed never came about. It never grew. It never developed. It stayed just how it was when they planted it. So when they dug the dirt up, the seed cracked open, but it just never sprouted. It never progressed. It never had a reason to grow. So that's another reason why I like to talk life into the living around me, whether it's my pets, whether it's my plants, even in myself. Because I know uplifting, encouraging, positive words gives you that boost of energy, give you that boost of feeling I do deserve to be here. I am enough. I am worthy. I think that was actually a whole nother tip, but we'll still continue to go on. Oh, this one is an important one. Don't overwork yourself. I know we tend to sometimes feel like, oh, I gotta make sure I get this done. I get this done. I get this done. I have to do it. I have to do it. Don't overwork yourself. Because overworking yourself, now, are you really enjoying the work that you're doing? And while sometimes it helps to throw yourself into your work to forget about your problems, too much work can have an adverse effect on your health, both mental and physical. So it is important to make time for exercise, healthy eating, relaxing activities, and socializing with others. And by you throwing yourself in your work, you're not taking time out for yourself. You're making yourself believe that me putting myself into my work is all I need to do, because you have some underlying things you're trying to cover up. So throwing yourself into your work is, you're not even having to think about the things that's really needing to be the issues that need to be solved. Like, I know a client of mine that her main thing was, I just like to go to work. I love my job. I get it. She makes sure she was making sure that she was getting to work an hour, sometimes an hour and a half early, and even leaving an hour late. And I had to ask her, so what is the cause of you wanting to be to work an hour and a half early? I get it. I love what I do wholeheartedly. It's my passion. At the same time, that extra hour and a half, I'm meditating. I'm stretching my body. I'm mentally and physically preparing myself to get to what I have to do, instead of getting up, getting dressed, and rushing out the door to try to hurry up and be to work an hour and a half early. So I had to ask her again, like, write down and let me know your daily routine. And as she did this and put everything together, her main thing was sleep, wake up, go to work, come home, eat, and go back to sleep. I said, so where is the time you're taking for yourself? Where is the time you taking to socialize? Her thing was, my children are grown. I don't really have to socialize. So you don't have no other people besides your children you want to communicate with? I don't see where it's time you having for yourself. You're just throwing everything you do into your work. So now you're overly working yourself. And she was wondering why she's always tired. That sounds like a ding, ding, ding. You're always tired because you're giving this job all of your energy. You're giving this job more than you're giving yourself. And the thing about it is, if you giving this job more than you giving yourself, the minute something happened to you, you think the job gonna say, well, what can we do to help you take care of you? No. They're gonna find a replacement. As quick as you think. Quicker than you think, actually. So you try not to overwork yourself. You have to really find a way that you can do something that's gonna help with your self-care in all ways. And that's dealing with your mental, your emotions, and your physical. Your mind, body, and your soul has to be connected, has to be aligned. Any one of them not aligned, you're thrown off track. You're just thrown off track. Get enough sleep. So important. Your body will let you know when it's sleepy and when it's tired. Let me tell you. I used to force myself to stay up to read because I like to read. I like to read. I like to write. So I will literally be holding my eyes wide open just so I'm like, let me just read this last paragraph before I fall asleep. And I had to realize me doing that was telling my body, I know you're tired, but I want to do something else. So when I would do that, now I'm really not wanting to get up the time that I'm used to getting up. I'm telling my body now, I need some more sleep. When my body already was telling me, now is the time you need to go to sleep, because you're going to think you're going to get extra sleep in the morning when it's time for you to be up to do what you need to do. So you see how getting enough sleep plays an important role? Your body already telling you, you tired. You need to go to sleep. And you're trying to tell your body, I don't want to. I want to do something else. I already said this earlier. It's very important to listen to your body. Listen to it. You did a mental scan of it. Now listen to what it's telling you. If you're sleepy, go to sleep. Now, I'm not telling you to go to sleep if you're at work. If you have something that's really important you need to do and your body like, now I need to go sleep. I'm telling you, like, when it's time for you to actually go to bed at night and lay down and you're trying to force yourself to stay woke just because, go to sleep. It's okay. You can go to sleep. And I know it's some people out there that may be suffering from insomnia. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. People that are having difficulties going to sleep. They having sleep issues. Since I'm not a sleep expert, I cannot elaborate any further on that, but I am telling you to reach out to someone, even if it's a doctor, someone that's a sleep specialist. Reach out to them to see what they can do to help you with going to sleep or help you with relaxing. I can say that if you try to meditate before you go to sleep, something, or listen to something like the rain sounds or something that's soothing, something that could help relax and calm your body down. Because I've noticed with some of the clients that I have, when it comes to them not being able to sleep, it's because their mind is already filled with so many different thoughts, so many different things that they're trying to, oh, I didn't do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I need to do this. So it's your mind is constantly racing. So that can be another reason why it's hard for you to fall asleep at times or even stay to sleep at times. And it's like I said, I'm not a doctor. When it comes to sleep, a sleep specialist, I'm not your girl. I'm not your expert on that. I do know that there are certain things that you can do to help relax your mind so that you can get in a state of drifting off and in a comfortable state of mind. But that's for a whole nother session, a whole nother room, a whole nother time to get further deeper into that one. Get enough vitamin D. That is very important. And I believe it wholeheartedly. Being out in nature, letting the sun just absorb in your body is vitamin D as well. Now, some people may need extra vitamin D, need to take supplements to help them as well. But for now, go outside. Go and be in nature. Just let the sun touch you. Don't be outside that long where you might get sunburn now. Don't be getting sunburned. I'm not telling nobody to do none of that. And if you are someone that if you be in the sun a little bit longer than you need to be, put the suntan lotion on. I love to be outside. I love to be part of nature. I love to touch the trees. I love to get grounded. So while I'm out there, I'm letting the sun absorb inside of me so that I can receive all of the energy the sun is trying to give me, even part of the vitamin D that is saying, here you go, take that, take that, take that. And I'm like, thank you. I receive, I receive, I receive. And also alternative treatments. And I touched a little bit on this when I said meditating. So often anxiety goes hand in hand with depression, usually making you feel even worse. So there could be certain types of treatments that you can do to help assist with this, like acupuncture, massages. Oh yes, massages, meditation, reflexology. These are some things that can help with you when you're feeling some anxiety, you feeling some tension, and you just need some release from your body. Try them things. Try them. Massages is always good. It's always good. It's releasing them tightness in the muscles, and your body can tighten up and your muscles can get tightened from stress. A lot of people may not believe it, but stress puts a big toll on your body. It puts a huge toll on your body. And it affects you in so many ways that you may not even think of. And last but not least, listen to some music. Listen to some music where something you really enjoy. Some music where it's going to have you singing and dancing and just be like, yes, this is my song. And start singing. Start dancing. Playing around, like really to the point where you feeling free with the dancing. You feeling free with you voicing the song and you singing. You feeling uplifted. You feeling like, yes, that felt good. Sometimes that's all it takes is some music. Some singing. Even if you're like, I can't sing. Well, if it's just you in that room, you in that car, sing that song. Sing it as loud as your lungs will allow you to sing it. Well, you can dance in a car, but just, don't do too much dancing. We don't want you to get in an accident. But yeah, dance. Even if you can't dance, that's moving your body. That's sending endorphins all through your body. That's like, ooh, this feel different. It feels different. And your body is enjoying it. Your mind is like, ooh, I like this. And now your soul is singing with it. You see how all three of them connected just from you listening to music, just from you singing, just from you dancing. It brought all three of them together, your mind, your body, and your soul. It connected in just that moment, just that time. And that connection sometimes is what your body, your mind, and your soul needs. It needs to be connected together. It needs that alignment. It needs that. Well, that was my tips. If anyone would like to come up to say anything, to add to the tips, the floor is open. Hello.
Hello, darling.
How are you?
I am doing great. I really loved all these tips. It was a lot. You could almost build off of these and do one tip every week, but I really like them. And I'm self-caring by right now. I'm decluttering is how I'm currently self-caring on this.
Yes, that's good. And that is a big tip, because a lot of times we do need to purge. And with purges, decluttering, getting rid of some stuff. Because when you're decluttering, you're making room for things that you're really supposed to have around you. So you're getting rid of stuff that no longer serve you, and you're opening the space up to receive newer things that's coming to you. And it's a good time to declutter now anyway. We in the full moon is all about releasing, letting go. So that is good, you're decluttering.
Yes, I just wanted to come up and say thank you for the tips, because they were amazing, and to share what I have been doing so far for this self-care. I had to work this morning, so that's what I've been doing this afternoon for Self-Care Saturday.
Yes, awesome. And your room starts at 6, correct?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Sunday.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
I think
it's at 6, but now you got me closer to my,
you're
tomorrow
right.
6.
Yeah, because we were saying 6 or 7. That's right.
6.
Got it. But yes, ma'am. I'm so glad she was listening. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I look forward to the next one.
Yes, ma'am. Alrighty. And we are out. Remember, everyone, how I close out is have peace in your mind, love in your heart, happiness in your soul. Namaste. Until next time.